Hey everyone, it's George from Blockchain DXB and today's the 28th of July 2025. Now here's the important thing guys. Last night President Donald Trump did actually sign an iconic trade deal with the European Union. And because of that, I'm pretty much sure the prices of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies will definitely be impacting. Now it's really important to note guys, this event just happened a few hours ago. And I'm pretty much sure as in when the stock market opens, we will definitely be seeing a lot of pumping going on. And this is not just in the world of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies guys. Based on my understanding, the stock market will be pumping up as well. But look guys, whatever I'm saying is definitely not financial advice. And make sure you go out and do your own research. Now regarding this tariffs guys, things are definitely looking good for United States of America. So what I'll do guys in today's episode, I'll go ahead and discuss what the new tariff deal is. And then I'll go ahead and discuss why President Donald Trump's actually working. Because a lot of so-called economists guys, they were saying that because of tariffs there'll be increase in inflation as well as the prices will be increasing, isn't it? None of those predictions turned out to be true guys. And looks like what President Donald Trump is doing is absolutely great for the US economy. And I've always said this over and over again. When the US economy does great, it does have a positive and domino effect on other countries, isn't it? And because of that guys, the prices of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies tend to pump up as well. And now because there's clarity between US and Euro trade deal, a lot of investors will definitely be happy about it, isn't it? Because the last thing that they need is not clarity. So what I'll do guys in today's episode, I'll definitely go ahead and touch base on quite a lot of these points. Because look guys, with this new trade deal, $750 billion worth of energy will be invested in the United States of America. And apart from that, the European Union has agreed to go ahead and invest $600 billion in the United States of America. And more importantly guys, they have opened a trade deal with 0% tariffs. But the US will be charging 15% tariffs on them. So definitely a positive news for the US economy. So look guys, because of that, I'm definitely anticipating the prices of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies to pump up. But whatever I'm saying is definitely not financial advice. And make sure you go and do your own research. Now the next news guys is connected to education, particularly for military personnels. And CZ, that is Zhang Peng Zhao's academy called as Giggle Academy guys. They have partnered with American Legion. And they want to offer blockchain scholarship for military families. So we'll definitely go ahead and touch base on what this news is all about. Because this particular program, guys, offers up to $20,000 for children of fallen or disabled service members to study AI, blockchain technology as well as real-world technology. Definitely interesting move, isn't it? So we'll definitely go ahead and discuss what this news is all about. Now the next news, guys, is a massive one. And this is connected to real estate and Christie's, guys. They have launched a dedicated crypto real estate division. And looks like guys, now luxury properties will be traded using cryptocurrencies. Definitely massive news, isn't it? And as of now guys, over $1 billion is already listed in cryptocurrencies. So we'll definitely go ahead and discuss what this news is all about. Now look guys, so far as Christie's are concerned, they've always been massive advocates of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, isn't it? As a matter of fact guys, the whole NFT hype was actually started because of Christie's indirectly, isn't it? Because the People artwork was sold for $69 million. And that was under the Christie's platform. And that move did actually drive the narrative and hype regarding NFTs, isn't it? So it is really interesting but not surprising that they're focusing on real estate using cryptocurrencies. So we'll definitely go ahead and touch base on this news. Now the final news guys could have been absolutely worrisome, because there was over $9 billion worth of Bitcoin that was actually sold. And the sale of this 80,000 Bitcoin guys right now is one of the largest Bitcoin transactions ever been made in history. Now thankfully this particular sale did not actually dumb down the price of Bitcoin. So what I'll do guys in today's episode, I'll go ahead and give out more information regarding this transaction. Now we have quite a lot of interesting things to cover guys in today's episode. And like we do in every Blockchain DXB podcast, we will be looking at two news from Dubai, UAE and the Middle East. Now the first news guys is more connected to investment in the world of tokenization. And Toyo has secured 10 million investment from Nimbus Capital. And they want to drive tokenization globally. So we'll go ahead and explore what this news is all about. Now the second news guys is all the way from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And SDAIA, that is Saudi Data for Artificial Intelligence Authority. They are spearheading Saudi Arabia's AI transformation and ethical innovation. And it is more of a summary of what Saudi Data for Artificial Intelligence has been doing in the world of innovation. So we'll definitely go ahead and touch base on this news. Now we have quite a lot of interesting things to cover guys in today's episode. Let's kickstart with it right away. Hey everyone, this episode is powered by a new sponsor that is Amana. and they are the region's first and fastest growing regulated all-in-one trading and investing app. So look guys, whether you're looking into investing in US stocks like Apple or Tesla, or mega giants like ADNOC or Salik, Amana puts the financial markets on your fingertips. It includes gold, foreign exchange, ETFs, futures, commodities, and guess what guys? They have over 375 cryptocurrencies, and this makes them the biggest crypto selection in the region. Now for the Blockchain DXB listeners guys, if you want to go and build long-term wealth without thinking about it every day, explore Amana's pre-built auto investment plans, and all you have to do is set your monthly budget, choose your preferred asset category, and let Amana automate the investing for you. Zero fees, zero lockups, 100% customizable. And here's the thing guys, funding your account is easier than ever. You can fund your account with Apple Pay, Google Pay, credit cards, instant bank deposits, and even crypto wallets. No friction and no hassles. And the best part is guys, let's say if you need support, you would absolutely love Amana for this, because they offer 24/6 human customer service, as well as a personalized sales support, real people, real help, and the customer support is in English as well as in Arabic. And for the Blockchain DXB listener and community guys, I do have something really exclusive for you. What you can do is register with Amana using the code Blockchain DXB, or you can also use the link that is in the show notes below. And here's the best part guys, once you register, fund your account with a minimum of $100 and at least go ahead and make one trade, and then you'll receive a $100 trading bonus credit to your account the following month. But look guys, it's real important to note, the bonus is non-withdrawable. It is there to help you trade and learn. So look guys, if you're looking for a transparent, powerful and easy to use app, that's Amana for you. So what are you waiting for guys? Download the app now, or you can also visit the website that is amana.app, and don't forget to use the code Blockchain DXB. And Amana guys is all markets one app. Next guys, I'm happy to announce that Blockchain DXB is the official media partner with one of the OGs in the cryptocurrency and blockchain event space, and that is Blockchain Futuristic Conference taking place in Florida this year, as well as ETH Women taking place simultaneously. And trust me guys, this is an event that you don't want to miss, isn't it? Because for the very first time, North America's most immersive Web3 event is heading to the United States of America, and the Blockchain Futurist Conference and ETH Women event is actually taking place between the 5th and 6th of November. And the location is absolutely stunning guys. It is taking place at Guitar Hotel at Hard Rock, which is in Hollywood, Florida. That's right guys, palm trees, panels, and the biggest mind in blockchain and cryptocurrency is all in one place. So there will be multi-stage panels, NFT galleries, DeFi showcases, hand-on tech demos, metaverse experiences, even outdoor VIP cabanas, and quite a lot more. And the Guitar Hotel at Hard Rock guys is one of the most iconic venues in the country. So look guys, if you're in the Web3 space, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, or even artificial intelligence space, or just want to do some serious networking, this is the place that you got to be. And to all of you Blockchain DXB listeners guys, we have something really interesting for you, because you can get a 25% off the tickets. So just use the code DXB25, and the link to the event as well as the code is in the show notes below. And as an official media partner, I'll be doing exclusive live coverage, interviews, behind the scenes access, and I will be spotlighting some of the most exciting projects shaping the future of decentralized finance tech. So if you're at the venue guys, definitely come and say hi. Maybe we can catch up for a coffee as well. So listen guys, the code is DXB25, and by using this code you will be eligible for a 25% discount. And the event is taking place between the 5th and 6th of November 2025 at the iconic Guitar Hotel at Hard Rock, that is in Hollywood, Florida. And in the show notes below guys, there's all contact details for Blockchain Futuristic Conference Florida 2025, as well as ETH Women. And look guys, this is the future of blockchain technology brought into life, so don't just read about it, be there and head to the website that is futuristconference.com, and go ahead and use the code DXB25. So see you at the event. Next, Advanced Media. Advanced Media guys is the largest distributor of professional video, photo, broadcast and cinematic equipment and accessories in the Middle East and MENA region. With over 2 decades of experience, Advanced Media is now the largest distributor in the Middle East, representing more than 100 recognizable brands, including brands such as Zeiss, DJI, Hasselblad, Red and Rode. As a matter of fact guys, the very mic that I'm recording is being sponsored by Advanced Media as well, and Advanced Media has showrooms in Saudi Arabia and services as well. Looks like they're definitely taking the Middle East by storm. And here's the beautiful thing guys, they're taking corporate social responsibility very seriously, and they're focusing on 3 P's: That is people, planet, and prosperity. Now listen guys, if you do want to find out more information regarding the statement of corporate social responsibility, check out the website, that is www.amt.tv. And here's the beautiful thing guys, we also want to be a leader and set an example and reputation as a pioneer and member of the community. And in doing so guys, they also have an AMT scholarship with SAE Institute in Dubai, UAE, so definitely check it out. And also guys, Advanced Media is committed to persistently developing, organizing and hosting training workshops, seminars and community events that educate, inform and familiarize consumers with new equipment and the latest technological advances. So listen guys, do one thing. If you do want to support this channel, go to the website, that is www.amt.tv, and follow the social media channels as well. All of the details are in the show notes below. Next, Startup OI is global one-tech platform for tech. It offers global high-paying tech jobs with flexibility in working time and location, global free tech events, and tech networks to connect with global like-minded engineers. A brilliant platform to listen to the tech experts in Metaverse and to grab their insights. Now listen, all you have to do is download the app Startup OI. If you're using an Android version, go to Google Store and App Store for iOS devices. Alternatively, you can also click on the show notes below to download Startup OI. Next, guys, listen, if you're into fitness, if you're into adventure, if you want to do something wild but still want to keep your health in check, there is a new podcast in town, a podcast focusing on obstacle course race in the Middle East. The podcast is called the Race Pace Podcast. So check out the Race Pace Podcast across all leading platforms. And the Race Pace Podcast is a peer-to-peer community-driven podcast where they talk all about obstacle course race in the Middle East, from Sandstorm to Spartan Race, from Tough Mudder to Desert Warrior Challenge, and also the Government Gulf Games, and quite a lot more. The podcast has interviews with athletes locally and internationally to get inside scoop on how athletes prepare for obstacle course race. In the podcast, they also talk about interesting stories on why they are motivated to do obstacle course race. And that's not all. They also plan to release 7 NFTs. And these NFTs are no ordinary. These NFTs will represent every emirate in the UAE. And listen guys, these NFTs are going to be absolutely massive. So do one thing, go to Spotify, go to iTunes, go to any leading podcasting platform, check out the Race Pace Podcast across all leading platforms. And finally guys, not your keys, not your crypto. If you have dabbled with cryptocurrencies and now are seriously getting to protect your cryptocurrencies, there is no better way to protect it by using a hardware wallet, and this is where Ledger Wallet kicks in. And Ledger Wallets are hardware cryptocurrency wallets made by Ledger, a company headquartered in Paris, France. And Ledger's hardware wallets are multi-currency wallets that are used to store private keys for cryptocurrencies offline. And Ledger offers 2 hardware wallets, the Ledger Nano and Ledger Nano X wallets. They are world-class experts with extensive crypto security backgrounds. They continuously look for vulnerabilities in Ledger products in a constant effort to improve the level of security. Now, in today's world, securing these digital assets is a critical challenge, and this is where Ledger kicks in. So click the link below to buy your hardware wallet and support this podcast. It is a brilliant way to support this podcast. So what are you waiting for? The link is in the show notes below. Now guys, since you've taken care of that, let's kickstart by looking at the global cryptocurrency market. Now to start off with guys, if you look at the ETF inflows, today it is at $583.6 million. Now it's really important to note guys, I'm looking at these numbers in the early hours of Dubai, and technically it is still Sunday in most of the Western countries, and President Donald Trump guys, literally a few hours ago did actually make the announcement of the trade deal. Now I'm pretty much sure guys, when the sun rises in the Western countries, the ETF inflows will definitely be pumping up, maybe even cross the $1 billion mark once again. And these indirect inflows, guys, will be impacting the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And I'm pretty much sure, guys, high net worth individuals and traders, once they find out about this trade deals, they will definitely be wanting to go ahead and acquire a lot of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, isn't it? But look, guys, as I mentioned earlier, whatever I'm saying is definitely not financial advice, because the cryptocurrency world is absolutely wild, isn't it? And more importantly, guys, we also need to remember that on the 30th of this month, Federal Chair Jerome Powell will be making a decision whether to keep the interest rate, reduce it or increase it. because Jerome Powell and his team did actually request for $3 billion to go ahead and renovate the office building. And President Donald Trump, guys, did actually visit the construction site. So it's going to be really interesting to see what decision is taken by Jerome Powell and his team. Now, regarding the global cryptocurrency market, right now, guys, Viacom market cap is showing as $3.92 trillion, but Viacom Gecko is showing over the $4 trillion mark. But I'm pretty much sure as and when the stock market starts in the United States of America and the Western countries, and when it is the early hours of Monday in Western countries, a lot of investments will be flowing into Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies as well as in it, and this is only because of the new trade deals. So what I'd really recommend you to do is, guys, at least for the next 24 to 48 hours, definitely keep an eye on what is going on regarding trade deals. Now, I'll definitely go ahead and give out final details regarding that in today's episode. But before that, let me quickly run through some numbers. Because if you look at the total cryptocurrency market volume since the last 24 hours, it is still looking good at $128 billion. Now look, guys, going back to 2023 and even before the elections in 2024, over the weekend in US and early hours of Dubai, the 24-hour trading volume used to hover somewhere between the $30 to $40 billion mark. But now the number is at $128 billion. So it is almost 4 times of what it was in 2023 and 2024, isn't it? So the numbers are definitely looking great. But one matrix, guys, that I'm definitely not content with, that is the volume of decentralized exchanges. And today the 24-hour volume is only at $11.81 billion. And if you look at the total fees collected by decentralized exchanges, since the last 24 hours, the fees is $86.48 million. And if you look at the total value locked across decentralized finance, today it is at $142.44 billion. And in the episode that I released last week, guys, I did actually talk extensively regarding total value locked, isn't it? And with the narrative regarding Ethereum treasury firms, let's see how the numbers react regarding total value locked. Now, if you look at the decentralized exchange dominance, guys, today it has actually gone down to 37.04%. And one matrix, guys, which has been consistently going down since the last few days, that is the total value lock connected to real world assets, and today it is down to $12.18 billion. Now, when I say it is going down, guys, what I mean is, since the last 3 months, this particular number has been relatively consistent. Only since the last 7 days, it is marginally going down. So please don't think that the real world assets is consistently going down. It has only been marginally going down since the last 7 days. Now let's quickly run through the volume of decentralized exchanges. And PancakeSwap, guys, is leading the pack with $4.99 billion. Uniswap is at number 2nd with almost 50% of the volume at $2.48 billion. Radium is at number 3rd, but the volume is below the $1 billion mark at $978.86 million. Fluid is at number 4th with $729.76 million. And at number 5th is Orca with $444.02 million. Now let's quickly look at the volume of stable coins, because stable coins are the driving force of the cryptocurrency economy, isn't it? And it is no surprise that Tether USDT is leading the pack with $90.78 billion. Circle USDC is at number 2nd with $9.78 billion. And at number 3rd, guys, is FDUSD at $4.59 billion. Now look, guys, I'm pretty much sure these numbers will drastically change in the next few hours, because right now I'm recording this podcast in the early hours of Dubai. And I believe by evening, let's say by 4 or 5 p.m. Gulf Standard Time, guys, the numbers in the cryptocurrency world will definitely be shaken up. But look, I cannot stress this enough, guys. Whatever I'm saying is definitely not financial advice, and make sure you go and do your own research. Now let's quickly run to the dominance of Bitcoin and Ethereum now, followed by the 24-hour trading volume and market cap. Because since the last 2 weeks, Ethereum's dominance has been picking up paces in it, and today the dominance of Ethereum is at 11.80%, whereas Bitcoin's dominance has definitely taken a massive hit at 60.30%. But if you look at the 24-hour trading volume, guys, Bitcoin's 24-hour trading volume is $52.47 billion, whereas Ethereum's 24-hour trading volume is $28.35 billion. Now look, guys, what I'd really recommend you to do is, at least for the next 24 to 48 hours, keep a track on what is going on regarding the 24-hour trading volume. Ideally speaking, guys, because of the trade deal, this number should be double or maybe triple by tomorrow and day after. So we're looking at a trading volume of roughly around $100 to $150 billion, particularly for Bitcoin. And who's to say, maybe even Ethereum's 24-hour trading volume might actually cross the $100 billion mark. Now, that thing being said, guys, if you look at the market cap of Bitcoin right now, it is only at $2.36 trillion, whereas Ethereum's market cap since the last few months has definitely pumped up a lot, isn't it? Today it is at $461 billion. Just a few months ago, Ethereum's market cap was below the $300 billion mark, isn't it? So look, guys, the numbers, particularly in the cryptocurrency world, is definitely wild sometimes. Now, every day in the Blockchain DXB podcast, I tend to look at one new matrix, isn't it? And today, guys, I want to look at a very simple matrix. I want to look at the market cap of stable coins, because as I mentioned earlier, guys, the volume of stable coins are turning out to be the backbone of the cryptocurrency ecosystem, isn't it? But look, guys, it is really important to note the market cap need not necessarily be the best matrix to be looking at, and that is one of the reasons, guys, I tend to look at the 24-hour trading volume. But nonetheless, guys, let's look at the top 5 market cap of stable coins, and it is absolutely no-brainer that the USDT is leading the pack, and its market cap is at a staggering $164.43 billion. Now, essentially what that means is, on paper and in real world, the USDT does have $164.43 billion, but the big question is, what about the audit for these funds? And the answer to that might be a bit surprising. Now, the second one so far as the market cap of stablecoins is concerned is Circle, and their market cap is $63.96 billion. The third one is Athena with an E, and its market cap is below the $10 billion mark with $7.29 billion. Now, at number 4, guys, is Sky Dollar, which is essentially a rebranded version of MakerDAO, and its market cap is at $4.97 billion. And at number 5, guys, is DAO, which is the token connected to MakerDAO, and its market cap is at $4.37 billion. Now, guys, let's go ahead and look at the king of all kings, that is Bitcoin. And the price of Bitcoin right now is at $118,920. And since the last 24 hours, guys, it is actually up by 0.79%. And since the last 7 days, it is actually up by 0.69%. Now, one of the reasons why I feel the price hasn't pumped up, because the news regarding trade deal did actually happen over the weekend on Sunday, isn't it? And I'm pretty much sure a lot of traders, a lot of high net worthy individuals, the first thing when they find out about this news tomorrow in the morning, they will definitely be wanting to buy a lot of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. That is at least what my honest opinion is, and I'll definitely go ahead and give out my reasoning regarding that. But let's look at the price of Ethereum, guys, because right now it is at $3,825. And since the last 24 hours, it is up by 2.33%. And since the last 7 days, it is actually up by 1.74%. Ripple or XRP is definitely not doing that great. As a matter of fact, guys, since the last 7 days, it is actually down by 8.72%. And the price of Ripple is at $3.19. And since the last 24 hours, it is actually up by 0.58%. Now look, guys, just a few hours ago, President Donald Trump, along with European Commissioner, that is President Ursula von der Leyen, did actually make some really interesting announcement. Now what I'd really recommend you to do is, guys, in the show notes below, there is a post by Truth Social by President Donald Trump that does have a video that is connected to Fox Network, and what the announcement states is, the European Union will purchase $750 billion worth of energy. And along with that, guys, the European Union will be investing $600 billion in the United States of America. But here's the interesting thing, guys. They have opened a trade deal with US at 0% tariffs. But the United States of America will be charging 15% tariffs on agreed automobiles as well as other industries. Now, I'm pretty much sure the details regarding other industries will be announced pretty soon. But here's the interesting thing, guys. Along with this, the European Union will be purchasing energy as well as defense sectors, and the amount for that will be announced pretty soon. So look, guys, this is an absolutely massive announcement, and President Donald Trump, guys, did actually state that this might be one of the biggest announcements that he's made regarding trade deals. As a matter of fact, guys, Reuters has also confirmed that this particular news will bring in a lot of clarity for European companies. So look, when you talk about tariffs, guys, President Donald Trump was 100% right, isn't it? And the so-called economists were saying that because of tariffs, there'll be increase in inflation. That did not materialize, isn't it? Because if you look at inflation, including tariffs, guys, inflation has actually been going down under the Trump administration. And this inflation data does include tariff details as well. So look, guys, because of this announcement of the USA and Euro trade deal, the stock market will be pumping up, there will be more funds, and I'm pretty much sure it's going to be directly impacting the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. But look, guys, here's the interesting thing to remember. On the 30th of this month, Federal Chair Jerome Powell will be making a decision whether to reduce the interest rate, keep the interest rate, or increase it. Now we know that President Donald Trump wants him to go ahead and reduce the interest rate, isn't it? So it's going to be really interesting to see if Jerome Powell does decide to go ahead and do that. Now let's say if Jerome Powell does decide to go ahead and reduce the interest rate, guys, it would mean that people can go out and take out more loans, and that would mean a lot of the companies will be buying a lot of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, isn't it? And that could essentially mean that the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies will be pumping up. Now let's say guys, if he does decide to go out and keep the interest rate the same, which according to me there's a very high chance and Jerome Powell might be doing it for political purposes, that is kind of still good for the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. But let's say guys, for some wild reason he does decide to go out and increase the interest rate, which by the way is extremely unlikely. In that case, and in only that case, the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies will be actually going down. But I'm pretty much sure guys, there is absolutely no reason for him to go ahead and increase the interest rate now, because the US economy, particularly the job growth, is doing absolutely great, isn't it? And if you actually go ahead and listen to Jerome Powell's speech during the FOMC meeting guys, he's extremely happy with what is going on in the US economy under the Trump administration. So look guys, there was a lot of fake narrative regarding tariffs increasing inflation, isn't it? So what I want to do is, I want to go ahead and share my thoughts and opinion on why Trump's tariffs are actually working great, and more importantly guys, how will this improve the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies? Now let me go ahead and tackle regarding tariffs first. Cause look, Trump's tariffs are defying predictions from so-called economists, isn't it? Many of them who are completely left-leaning and are Democrats, and these critics underestimated how resilient and adaptable the US economy truly is. But look guys, despite the warnings by the so-called economists, President Donald Trump's trade policies have strengthened the US economy instead of hurting it. And if you look at the supply chains, they're actually shifting back to United States of America. And surprisingly guys, if you look at the growth numbers, a lot of the analysts are actually shocked in a positive way. Now regarding tariffs guys, the only thing I can say is, even in his first term, tariffs proved successful by boosting domestic manufacturing and protecting key industries. And according to me guys, did actually lay the foundation for long-term industrial comeback that benefits American workers. And if you look at tariffs implemented by President Donald Trump, they continue to drive growth and reshape global supply chain, isn't it? Which in honest is in America's favor. And foreign companies are scrambling to meet US tariff rules by setting up local production. But look guys, for companies who do not want to go out and pay the tariffs, what they can do is they can go out and build the factories in US, and if they do that, they don't have to pay tariffs, isn't it? And because and only because of President Donald Trump guys, as of now over $17 trillion in investment is actually flowing in the US, as companies are now prioritizing to go out and build the factories, production lines, as well as tech hubs in the United States of America. And we know the UAE is already committed to $1.4 trillion in US, isn't it? Along with that, Saudi Arabia is committed to $600 billion. So look guys, this influx of capital is creating historical opportunities in both traditional and emerging sectors, and tariffs are creating millions of jobs, which is keeping capital inside the United States of America. And President Donald Trump has this notion of American first economy, isn't it? So look guys, right now President Donald Trump is definitely making America great again. Now the big question guys is, how does news such as tariffs impact the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies? And I'd like to go ahead and touch base on few points. Let me know guys if you agree to it or disagree to it. Cause look, right now the US is the world leader, isn't it? And more US investments and stronger GDP guys means that there will be greater liquidity and confidence in US markets, which in a way encourages risk on assets like Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And according to me guys, investors now will feel safe allocating to digital assets, particularly when the domestic economy is thriving. And also if you think of it guys, tariffs are driving companies to be built in US, isn't it? Which according to me guys will boost demand for digital infrastructure including blockchain solutions as well as tokenized supply chains. And this creates natural use cases for cryptocurrencies to be used in purchases. And with the Genius Act being approved guys, I'm really curious to check, in these trade deals, are there going to be any room for stable coins? And if that thing happens guys, it is kind of like a double whammy, isn't it? The stablecoin volume as well as the cryptocurrency volume will be picking up pace, and so will be the trade deals as well. And look guys, I cannot stress this enough, a thriving US manufacturing base creates higher disposable income and more institutional investment appetite. Both according to me can spill over into Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency markets. Cause look guys, wealth creation often leads to increased interest in alternative assets, isn't it? And as America becomes more self-reliant, hedging against global uncertainty becomes attractive, and this is where Bitcoin and cryptocurrency shines, because Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies benefit as an alternative store of value, isn't it? And investors, particularly after BlackRock getting into the game guys, are turning into Bitcoin during periods of geopolitical or trade volatility. And finally, guys, the only thing I can think of is a stronger domestic policy under tariffs also signals regulatory confidence, which can actually help legitimize crypto adoption and push prices higher over time, isn't it? And if you look at all the Republican states, guys, they're definitely massive advocates of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. A lot of the Republican states, they definitely want to go ahead and make Bitcoin as a strategic reserve as well. So look, guys, under the Trump administration and because of tariffs, I do think we are definitely in for a wild ride, because clear rules and economic strength, guys, do actually go hand in hand with long-term bullish crypto sentiment. So let me know, guys, what are your thoughts regarding my assessment? Do you agree to it or disagree to it? And if you do have any feedback or comments, guys, mention them in the comments below. Now, guys, let's go and talk about blockchain scholarship for military families. And CZ, guys, who was the founder of Binance, he has an academy called as Giggle Academy, and they are partnered with American Legion, and they have launched charities to launch a $2 million blockchain scholarship fund for US military families. And here's the interesting thing, guys. The program offers $20,000 for children of fallen or disabled service members to study artificial intelligence, blockchain, as well as real-world technological skills, and this will be done to Giggle's adaptive and gamified curriculum. And there's also going to be an annual competition, guys. And the question that the participants need to focus on is, what's broken and how will you fix it? And the whole idea of this competition is to guide applicants, combining financial aid with next generation learning to honor sacrifice and build opportunity. Definitely interesting move, isn't it? Now look, guys, me personally, I've definitely been a fan of CZ, because when you talk about corporate social responsibility or CSR, guys, CZ has definitely taken loads of initiative on its own. And this particular initiative, that is Giggle Academy, is definitely a brilliant thing in my honest opinion. So definitely interesting news. Now in the show notes below, guys, there is official news by American Legion. And if you're an American, you definitely need to go and check it out. Now, guys, let's go and discuss some interesting news. And this is to do with Christie's. And Christie's International Real Estate, guys, they have launched a new dedicated crypto real estate division. And this particular division, guys, will be led by Aaron Kirman. And with this new division, it will allow luxury homes to be bought entirely using digital currencies. And as of now, guys, there's property worth over $1 billion in listings, and they're accepting cryptocurrencies. And even laughing in Bel Air is included in this property. And regarding Christie's, guys, they are aiming to tap a growing market of wealthy buyers who are seeking privacy and innovation. And this is because US policies now under the Trump administration is increasingly embracing cryptocurrencies, isn't it? So definitely brilliant news. Now, the next news, guys, I'm going to be discussing is not a brilliant news, and it could have actually dumbed down the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, but thankfully that thing did not happen. So what essentially happened a few days ago, guys, is a Satoshi-era Bitcoin wallet sold 80,000 Bitcoin, which was roughly around $9.3 billion, and they did that via Galaxy Digital. And this particular sale, guys, is one of the largest Bitcoin transactions ever recorded in history. And CryptoCon CEO did actually mention via X, guys, that the Bitcoins were dormant for 14 years and were linked to a wallet service by mybitcoin.com. And so far as mybitcoin.com is concerned, it is actually shut down since 2011. So look, guys, a lot of selling did actually take place, isn't it? But thankfully, this massive sale did not actually dumb down the price of Bitcoin. As a matter of fact, the price of Bitcoin did actually marginally go down by just 1%. And after the sale, the prices was just hovering around the $117,000 mark. So look, guys, massive news such as this is not impacting the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, isn't it? And that is because now the demand for Bitcoin is extremely strong. But look, guys, you also need to remember that on the 31st of October this year, the Mt. Gox restructuring kicks off. Now, I'm pretty much sure that will definitely be impacting the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, but definitely not to a certain extent. Because look, 80,000 Bitcoin was sold in one transaction, and it made an impact of just 1% on the price. So on the 31st of October, guys, the Mt. Gox restructuring plan will kick in. So it's going to be really interesting to see if it does actually impact the price of Bitcoin. Now, these were some macro level news, guys, on the Bitcoin, blockchain, and cryptocurrency world. Now, let's go ahead and look at two news from Dubai, UAE, and the Middle East. Now, the first news, guys, is regarding Toyo, and they have secured $10 million investment from Members Capital, and they want to drive tokenization globally. So let me go ahead and give out more information regarding this, because Toyo, guys, is the world's first multi-category tokenized asset marketplace, and they have over $38 billion in assets, and they are lined up now for tokenization in the coming months, and a memorandum of understanding, guys, was signed with Nessus Finance to tokenize $500 million in real estate under management, and their headquarters, guys, is actually based in Dubai. But Toyo operates with a global outlook, and their mission is pretty simple, guys. They want to democratize access to high-value real-world assets such as real estate, art, films, music as well as commodity, and they want to bring real-world assets on-chain through a regulated user-first marketplace, and they want to position to lead the next wave of inclusive capital markets. And the CEO, that is Surajit Chanda, guys, did actually state that this particular partnership is a milestone towards global scaling and utility in real-world assets. And Nimbus Capital, guys, they also share Toyo's vision of blockchain-enabled institutional-grade access. And the investment, guys, will scale operations and regulatory coverage across UAE and the European region. And funds will be used to engage institutional asset originators and creators. And the expansion of tokenization and trading infrastructure, guys, is currently in plan. And the investment aims to bring liquidity post-token generation event, also called as TGE. And they're also focusing on boosting the adoption, and they want to reinforce investor confidence in Toyo's compliance-driven approach. And so far as Nimbus Capital is concerned, guys, they are a global private investment group with over 50 cross-border transactions, and Nimble is backed by Enon Capital with $1.2 billion in assets under management. And so far as Toyo is concerned, guys, they offer full-cycle tokenization services, smart contracts, security token launchpads, as well as secondary trading. So definitely interesting news, isn't it? And I've always said this, guys, ever since Larry Fink and BlackRock got into the tokenization world, everyone, particularly in LinkedIn, has become experts overnight on tokenization, isn't it? But nonetheless, guys, this news is definitely positive news. Now, guys, let's go and discuss some news all the way from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And the Saudi Data for Artificial Intelligence Authority, guys, they are spearheading Saudi Arabia's AI transformation and ethical innovation. Now, this particular news, guys, is more of a summary of all the news that I've been saying since the last few days. And Saudi Data for Artificial Intelligence Authority, guys, they are positioning AI as a catalyst for global benefit and national growth. And the key impact sectors include economy, innovation, education, productivity, industry, healthcare, finance, energy, agriculture, and cybersecurity. And the Saudi Data for Artificial Intelligence Authority, guys, they aim to produce model solutions to complex development challenges for a more inclusive and sustainable world. And this Saudi Data for Artificial Intelligence Authority, guys, was actually established in 2019, and they promote best practices in data management and responsible AI use, and they are guided by supportive policies and legislations to make data a key economic resource. And they have over 424,000 citizens registered to learn AI concepts, and they're slowly moving towards 1 million educated citizens in line with Vision 2030. And this initiative, guys, operates under the patronage of His Royal Highness Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, positioning the kingdom as a global AI hub. And look, as human safety is a prime priority in all AI strategies to ensure benefits for all humanity. And the SDAIA, that is Saudi Data for Artificial Intelligence Authority, they have developed comprehensive regulatory guidelines for responsible AI adoption as well. And the guidelines include AI ethic principles, generative AI standards, deepfake principles, and professional frameworks. And the Saudi Academic Framework for AI Qualifications and National AI Index also support talent development. And there's also AI market regulatory tools and intensive Center for AI Research and Ethics, also called as ICARE, that helps in further innovation and oversight. And the Saudi Data for Artificial Intelligence Authority, guys, they certify AI service providers at 5 levels, and this is to ensure maturity and reliability of AI applications. And the Personal Data Protection Law also safeguards personal information, regulating data sharing and preventing misuse, and certification programs and data law enhance trust and quality in AI products and services, isn't it? And they also have Deemed Cloud Computing Project, guys, with over 49 services delivered to 180 government agencies, integrating over 230 plus data centers. And look, so far as the financial impact is concerned, it is expected to exceed $5 billion Saudi riyals, and it showcases AI's tangible benefits for government efficiency and cost saving, isn't it? So definitely critical news. So these were the news, guys, on the Bitcoin, blockchain, cryptocurrency, and artificial intelligence world from Blockchain DXB. In case if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating, and share the word across. Now for the next few minutes is going to be an Ask Me Anything series, where you listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. So let's kick start with the Ask Me Anything series. Hey everyone, it's George from Blockchain DXB, listening to the Ask Me Anything series, where your listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. I have a question by Rahul who asks, How will Christie's new crypto real estate division impact mainstream adoption of Bitcoin and digital assets? This, to be honest, Rahul, is such an important question, because when you talk about Christie's as such, they were the driving force, particularly in the NFT space, isn't it? And what I honestly feel, Rahul, is that Christie's new crypto real estate division is definitely a major milestone in bringing Bitcoin as well as other cryptocurrencies into everyday high-value markets. And what they're doing, Rahul, is by enabling luxury properties with over $1 million. Christie's is actually proving that digital assets are not just speculative tools, but are practical mediums of exchanges in it. And if you know all about the NFT hype, they had a massive success in NFT spaces in it. And I did actually talk about this earlier today as well, Rahul, that Christie's made history by selling the people's everyday artwork. That is the first 5,000 days, and they sold it for over $69 million in 2021. And that did actually drive the entire cryptocurrency worldwide. And every day in LinkedIn, I used to see so many posts regarding NFTs. So look, Rahul, by taking a bold move in NFTs, Christie's definitely cemented their reputation as a pioneer in blending traditional markets with blockchain innovation, isn't it? And with this news regarding real estates, they already have over $1 billion in listings that is connected to cryptocurrencies, and they are focusing on high-profile properties like Laughing and Bel Air. So I do feel that Christie's is actually setting a precedent for trust, compliance, as well as innovation in real estate. And this, according to me, Rahul, does actually signal to wealthy buyers, institutions, as well as regulators that crypto is maturing into a legitimate financial infrastructure. And look, Rahul, moves such as this not only drives mainstream adoption, but it also inspires other sectors to explore blockchain-powered transactions, isn't it? And news such as this definitely pushes Bitcoin and digital assets further into global economic mainstream, and I'm pretty much sure the next coming days and months, we will be seeing other platforms incorporating something similar as well. So definitely a good question. And that's about all, guys, from the Ask Me Anything series on Blockchain DXB. In case if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating, and share the word across. Remember, Monday to Thursdays, we have Blockchain DXB podcast, where we cover top news and information pertaining to the process. We look at geopolitical news, we talk about tariffs, and we also discuss some of the interesting partnership. And then, guys, we look at 2 news from Dubai, UAE, and the Middle East. We also look at the latest technological development. And finally, guys, what you're listening to right now is the Ask Me Anything series, where you listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. So thanks so much for listening, guys, and have a nice one. Bye-bye.